all the oldies, a couple of new ones too. Dylan Young, he plays for fun, plays a little country and the blues. American Pie, Brown-Eyed Girl, maybe some Free Bird too. Just drop $1 in his hat and he'll play one just for you. He's a street corner superstar, it's where he plays his guitar, and he's at his corner every night till 2, and he'll sing a song just for you. Superstar, that's where he plays his guitar, and he's at his corner every night till 2, and he'll sing a song just for you. I remember the time I could hear him say, John Lennon passing by, heard me play. He said, you're pretty good, you'll be a star someday. Then dropped a 20 in my hand as he turned, I heard him say, street corner superstar, keep on playing your guitar, good things will come to you someday. Don't you know these words are wise to play? He's a street corner superstar.
And now, coming to you live from the Chocolate Bar Studios, Tropical Country with B-Dawg and Lou. And now, coming to you live from the Chocolate Bar Studios, Tropical Country with B-Dawg and Lou. And now, coming to you live from the Chocolate Bar Studios, Tropical Country with B-Dawg and Lou.
I like the steel drums played with the steel guitar. I go to honky-tonks and to tiki bars. I like girls in bikinis and wearing tight blue jeans. I like the fiddle played with marimba thrown in, and the conga drum beat behind the mandolin. I was raised in the country but still love the sound of the sea. I wear a cowboy hat with my bathing suit. I'm just a country boy who likes to sit under a palm tree. I'm not all mixed up, I just like my music. Tropical country.
Oh, yeah, it's Wednesday night. It's Hump Day! Happy Wednesday, everybody. Welcome to Tropical Country with B-Dawg and Lou here on Tiki Man Radio. We are where the boots meet the beach. We are coming to you live from the Chocolate Bar Studios here in beautiful Harrison Bay, overlooking the majestic Chickamauga. And, of course, we're coming to you. It's the first day of summer. Yes. And it's been hot, hot, hot. But welcome to the show. Our show is brought to you by JBL Legends Travel. JBL Legends Travel is your hookup whenever you want to plan your next getaway. And, of course, they can take you anywhere you want to go. Give them a call at 732-831-5200. Go Attending Services. GTS Charters is your premier charter service in Key West. Whenever you go down to Key West, it's all fine to visit all the bars on Duval, but your trip's not complete till you hit a sandbar, and there's no better people to do it with than Gypsy and Monty over at GTS Charters. Give them a call at 305-916-0990. Of course, sitting directly across from me is Laura Lou. Hello, dear.
Hey, everybody. How are you?
How are you?
I'm doing great. A little warm, but doing okay.
Warm,
I was cussing at the Tiki Man out there. Well, I was cussing at the Tiki Man out there floating in the pool. I was wanting to jump in, but I didn't have time.
Yeah. It is. It's been, I don't know what it was where you live, but my thermometer said 102 here in the tropics of Tennessee, so that is quite warm. So even though the weatherman said, no, it was only 98 today. No, bull. I know what my thermometer said. It said 102. So.
I know. It wasn't as humid, though, thank goodness.
No, but
last week was, the humidity was crazy.
But it was still hot.
It was still hot.
Hot. So
the dry heat didn't help.
No. Hey, we're going to have a great show tonight. As I said, this first day of summer, and there is a bunch of new music out there for the summer, so we're going to get you in that mood. But before we do, welcome to the show.
Cowboy throwdown here in H-Town, where we're stronger than a hurricane. From miles around, best of the best come here to put their tough to the test. Give it all for gold or go home broke when they open up that gate. Welcome to the show, welcome to the home of the world's biggest rodeo, where the stars light up the night underneath that Texas sky. Welcome to the show, are you ready for a ride? Yeah, you better buckle up and hold on tight, where the Bayou City streets meet the country roads. Welcome to the show. It's a Houston tradition, 4-H, FFA, and Go Texan. And you can bet, son, it's gonna be around a long, long time. When these riders and ropers give it their best, we'll show them how loud the hometown crowd can get. 'Cause tonight, y'all, we all got a little bit of cowboy deep inside. Welcome to the show, welcome to the home of the world's biggest rodeo, where the stars light up the night underneath that Texas sky. Welcome to the show, are you ready for a ride? Yeah, you better buckle up and hold on tight, where the Bayou City streets meet the country roads. Welcome to the show. Welcome to the show, are you ready for a ride? Yeah, you better buckle up and hold on tight, where the Bayou City streets meet the country roads. Where the Bayou City streets meet these country roads. Welcome to the show. Welcome to the show.
Cody Johnson, welcome to the show. Yeah.
It's so fun. I wish I had control of
Oh, no, you don't. No, you don't.
the camera when you were doing that. Because every day, y'all don't know, every time he plays that song, he's over there just dancing and having a good old time. I wish I had the camera controls. Everybody be watching you.
Yeah. You know, I actually got to catch, last weekend, I got to catch a documentary about Cody Johnson on Amazon, and it was actually very, very interesting to learn about, you know, where he started and where he is today, and you know how he got there, and you know, back when he was trying to become a bull rider, he was a bull rider, but you know he was
a rodeo guy.
He was chasing that elusive buckle, and he talked about how he. When he started his music career, he stole a page out of Chris LeDoux's handbook, and he would sit on the tailgate of his truck at the rodeo and play his guitar and sing, and people would come up and go, "Hey, you got CDs?" And he'd be like, "Give me just a minute." He'd whip out his laptop, throw a blank CD in there, burn them off one, and sell it for $5. So he said that's how he got started. And he said it worked for Chris LeDoux, so he thought he'd give it a shot. And I'd say so far it's worked out pretty well for Cody Johnson.
Yeah. It worked out very well.
Yeah.
Very well. Oh, so a couple people had some issues with the sound, but they said they closed out the app and brought it back up, and it's all good.
Yeah.
So Good.
Sometimes that happens because, the radio station, when it's going for pretty much 24/7, it's running off of the base unit, which is a much larger unit.
Right.
Whenever we do a live show, we roll from the base over to a mobile unit. And sometimes when we do that, it'll affect the sound or the music. And that's all you got to do. Sometimes just hitting pause and then play will fix it. Sometimes you just got to exit out and come back. So that's why I try to remember to throw that in on the video when we do that. It'll be the same way whenever the show's over. Some point in time after the show, I roll back to that base unit.
Mm-hmm.
That may happen again. And again, that's just all you got to do is just exit out, come back, and Tiki Man Radio will be back at its fullest. So.
Yep.
All right.
Well, hey, Miss Maureen Benfield is out there.
Hey, Maureen.
She's going to try to cast it to her TV so she can watch us on the TV. If I remember right, last week was the first week she was able to do that.
Watching us on the big screen, you may regret that.
Right. Z is out there.
Hey to Z and G, David and Gina.
We love you guys. And Miss Sandra Wilson is out there. Hello to you.
Hello, hello, hello.
Nice to see you tonight. We'll kind of see you. And Mr. Robert Seaberger says, nice hat, B-Dog.
I got this. It's my new favorite hat.
It is. You wear your Greasy Joe hat all the time.
I wear my Greasy Joe hat.
And Greasy Joe loves
all the time. So, of course. Absolutely.
Yes. And I can't wait to see him again. I hope they really do make it up for the summer party.
Yes, yes.
I really hope so. Well, we were talking about the Kojo documentary.
Yes.
Uh-oh, we're on the big screen at Marine's house. My apologies in advance.
Hi.
But yeah, the Kojo thing, it was pretty cool to hear him, riding bulls and then sitting out in the parking lot playing his guitar and just selling music as people go by. Mm-hmm. And then all the way from that to his 50-50 deal now.
Yep.
And we learned something we didn't know. He was actually offered a deal before this 50-50 deal. Mm-hmm. And he turned it down because he didn't like the terms and he didn't want to lose creative control. So that was actually pretty cool to know that he passed down the golden opportunity that everybody strives for. And
I'm sure a lot of artists will be out there to tell you that's probably one of the hardest things. You strive and strive and strive to be able to get approached for that record deal. And then it's right there in front of you to be able to stand your ground, know who you are, know what you want, and having that guts to say no.
Yeah. And that would be tough.
Not knowing if it's going to come knocking again.
Right.
And, and when that happened.
Because many times that's a once in a lifetime shot.
Yeah, because they wanted him to pretty much just change who he was. They said, first that you willing to lose that cowboy hat. And he's like, no. No, it's who I am. I'm a cowboy.
And that was really cool because a lot of times in the Nashville scene, people will, or in the country music scene period, they'll throw on a hat, never having worn a hat before. Mm-hmm. But Kojo grew up wearing a cowboy hat.
Oh, yeah.
And he was a real cowboy in there doing the rodeo. So
he was rodeoing in high school.
Yeah.
So he was part of the FFA in his high school and was doing rodeo back then. But, that was just one of the terms that he didn't like. He's like, no, I'm not going to ditch the cowboy hat. And there was a couple other things. And he's just like, no, thank you. I'm going to go do my own thing.
That takes guts.
And when he did that, he goes, I swore right then and there because they wanted to change who I was, I would never sign a deal with Warner Brothers.
Yep.
Never. And then he says, we went out and did our own thing. And he goes, everything grew and grew and grew and grew till my manager said, hey, I think it's time that we need to go ahead. And we are in a position where we can go to the labels under our own terms.
Right.
We're no longer, at their mercy, I guess you'd say.
Yeah.
So, and he's like, I don't know. And his manager's like, trust me on this. You're going to want this.
Yeah.
So he goes, so they went out there and they started hitting all the different labels. And of all people, the only ones that bit was Warner Brothers.
Right.
And he goes, I guess when something's meant to be, it's just meant to be. So it's funny how that worked out that, he told them no. And then, a few years later, they're like, yes, we want to do this.
Yeah.
And they actually, Warner Brothers partnered with Kojo Records, with his private label.
Right.
And he's a superstar, selling out arenas and winning awards left and right.
Yep, super talented guy.
Yep, absolutely.
Speaking of talented guys, our buddy Joe Zellick actually did the same thing. He went to Nashville for a little bit and was talking to a label or two, and same way, the label basically wanted him to sell his soul to them, and he said no thank you, so he went back home. But he's still doing music and things. He's changed his direction a few times, but now he's a lot more behind the mic. And
he had actually signed a deal as a songwriter, didn't he?
Yeah, and he was writing with some pretty big names down there in the songwriting world. I know he's still doing some songwriting. He's got a new band out now that's not country.
Yeah, they went back kind of a classic rock way, didn't they?
Went back to like the 70s and 80s rock sound. And so it's really cool the direction that he's decided to take.
Well, Joe was always good. Even though you went to a country show, you always knew there was going to be some rock songs coming in.
Yeah.
A little bit of Poison, a little bit of AC/DC would pop in and out of a country show. And I think that's what kind of attracted people
He's
to him.
definitely an entertainer.
He played for a little bit of something for everybody.
He did. He was super talented guy.
Absolutely.
And okay, so here's my story. Well, it's not my story, but so Neil McCoy.
Yes.
God love him. The man has more issues with his bus than anybody I have ever known in my life. And he even went out and got a new bus, newer, and is having issues with that bus. So almost every week I catch the whole, where he's broken down. But I'm waiting for him to break down here when he's going through chat so that I can rescue him, but we'll talk about that later. So anyway, this week, apparently he didn't break down this week, but the doors of his bus somehow malfunctioned and locked him inside. And so his manager, poor Les, had to go get a ladder. Neil had to open up the windows of the bus. Thank God the man is like he's scrawny, skinny.
Yes, he is skinny.
Because he came out. Now, I don't know why. If I'm locked inside the bus with all of my clothes, I would put my stage clothes on before I escaped.
You think?
But God love him, he did not. So he put on he had on his basketball shorts, and it was so funny because he had his basketball shorts and his cowboy boots and a baggy T-shirt and his hat, of course.
The baseball cap, yeah.
Yeah.
Bless.
Sorry, I had to sneeze. So climbs out the side window of the bus head first and is hanging out of the bus while Les is trying to get the ladder over to him. He finally escaped. You're right, Eric. There isn't anything wrong with scrawny. He finally did escape the bus.
He's wiry.
He's wiry. So he finally did escape the bus, ended up on stage in his cowboy boots, basketball shorts, his baggy T-shirt, and did the first part of the show like that until they could get the doors fixed, and then he ran and changed his clothes. But God love him. And somebody videoed the whole thing. So you can go on his Facebook page if you want to see the craziness. And he actually showed the video during his concert just to explain to everybody why he was up there looking the way he was.
Yeah, I saw him on stage kind of narrating the movie. If anybody needs his own TV show,
honest to goodness,
it's Neil McCoy, because there is so much, I guess, comedy that happens through to this.
Oh my gosh!
I guess tragedy and comedy. I mean,
yes.
Only him. I mean, I don't know how many times his buses broke down. The one time,
at least a couple times.
One time it broke down, and he's literally live on Facebook as it's on fire.
Yeah.
I mean, I think he could definitely entertain people with his own show for sure.
He was trying to get a TV show there for a minute, a reality show. It was going to be called Not So Real McCoys. Mm-hmm. And I don't know where they stand with that now, but I know they did do some recording to try to put a pilot together to try to pitch it, but it would be the most hysterical thing in the world, I think.
I think so too.
Hey, Mr. Scotty Dyer is out there.
Scotty Chill with Island Vibes. They're on Tiki Man Radio every Thursday night from 7 to 9, except this week there will be no Island Vibes because Scotty's heading to the beach.
Oh, he acts
lucky guy.
He acts like he needs a vacation or something.
I know. He lives in Florida.
Right?
Come on.
Right? No, we're just kidding, Scotty. And then Rick the Stick is out there while we're doing some promo.
Well, of course, that is Rick the Stick with Rick's Hometown Licks here on Tiki Man Radio every Sunday night from 6 to 8 p.m. on Tiki Man Radio, tikimanradio.com.
And then Gina is out there as well. She just chimed in.
Hey, Gina. Hey.
So I want to say hey to everybody. It's okay, Scotty. We'll forgive you. We're just jealous. That's all it is.
It is.
We're going to be heading up to Ohio, though, at some point, God willing.
Yeah, I have just a couple more days of my summer torture, a.k.a. summer school. And then we're going to be looking at planning on making a trip up to Ohio.
Just a long weekend.
Yeah, it's going to have to be just a long weekend because when you look at the schedule of things that we got going on, it's a very small window that's going to allow us. And it's looking like it may be that weekend of the 4th of July, that after the 4th, something like that, or
somewhere in there.
Somewhere in.
Well, you know, we have the summer party on the 9th.
Yep.
So excited for that.
Yep.
I love seeing everybody.
Mm-hmm.
And then Eric. Rick the Stick said, we need something like Shoddy with Scotty for Lou every time she mentions Neil McCoy.
I like it.
He said he's just not creative enough to figure out something catchy.
Me neither. Well, I am. Give me a minute.
No, I was going to say,
give me a few.
Something.
I will figure something out.
But anyways, so we have the summer party on the 9th.
Mm-hmm.
And then the following weekend, we're broadcasting live at Percy Priest Lake.
Yeah.
Super excited for that. That's going to be a day of great music.
Well, hold on here. I had a whole promo set up for that.
Oh, I'm so sorry. I just ruined it, didn't I?
She always does this to me. I have a whole promo set up, and then she's just like, jumps right into it. But
this is where Danny always looks at us and says, do you guys live together?
We do, but we do not talk.
Yeah,
unfortunately. And if you haven't figured it out, she also doesn't listen to the show. So
I do listen to the show.
Only when you're in here. Then once we start playing music, she's gone. I sit here and she's gone. Aren't you?
Most of the time.
Most of the time.
That's because I go out in Heather's patio bar and I listen to it from there.
Well, I'll play that promo for that coming up next. But first, before we do that, I'm pretty sure I know who to blame for it being so hot.
Who?
I'm pretty sure it's Kyle Clark because he's saying, I hope it's hot outside.
Channel 3 saying we got 2 more weeks. Ain't been a colder winter. Girl, it ain't no wonder why I'm so ready for that July heat. I hope that weatherman got it wrong, and there's a heat wave coming on. 'Cause I got a dashboard begging for your bare feet on it. Got a rag top, doors off, red Jeep calling our names. We're young and free, 2 wild hearts riding the breeze, singing when the sun goes down. Girl, I hope it's hot out. I hope it's hot out. When the black tide's burning, waves on the horizon, Chesney's taking over Nash FM. Got your blue eyes saying we should take a drive in the Wrangler, kissing when the lights turn red. I hope that Fahrenheit climbs so high, 'cause it'd be a shame to stay inside. When I got a dashboard begging for your bare feet on it, got a rag top, doors off, red Jeep calling our names. We're young and free, 2 wild hearts riding the breeze, singing when the sun goes down. Girl, I hope it's hot out. I
y'all, B-Dawg here to tell you about an exciting event coming up from Sail and Song Promotions. It's Lake Fest at Percy Priest Lake, July 16th at the Sun Life Marina, Elm Hill, Nashville. Acts include Mike Nash, Kirsty Krause, Tim Sharon, Steve Hopper, Aubrey Wallet, Katrina Burgoyne, Ray Boone, MFG Records, Beth Travers, Dave Signs, and Bang Bang Shrimp. Music begins at 10 a.m. Laura Lou and myself will be there broadcasting live on Tiki Man Radio, tikimanradio.com. For more information or purchase your tickets, go to sailandsongpromotions.com. That's Lake Fest at Percy Priest Lake, July 16th. We'll see you there.
Sky on the water, 98 degrees. It's only getting hotter with it looking like that. Two-piece on a towel in the back. Song on the speakers turned up loud. So much sun we ain't ever gonna run out. Can't nobody hate it. I brought a bottle of my favorite. Tequila on a boat on a lake on fire and the tans ain't fake. A girl with a smile, smiling at me with my eyes on her in the heat. Yeah, God's taking care of the weather. Life don't get much better than ice in a cup on my lips. Steal another kiss and take another sip. Tequila on a boat.
Oh yeah, here we go. Lines in a shaker full of sea salt, catching a buzz, but hey, it ain't our fault. Blame it on the Julio. Mix it up, baby, here we go. Yeah, time's moving real slow. Drive that anchor down out in the middle and kick back and drink a little tequila on a boat on a lake on fire and the tans ain't fake. A girl with a smile, smiling at me with my eyes on her in the heat. Yeah, God's taking care of the weather. Life don't get much better than ice in a cup on my lips. Steal another kiss and take another sip of tequila on a boat. Time's moving real slow. Drop that anchor down out in the middle. Everybody drink a little tequila on a boat on a lake on fire and the tans ain't fake. A girl with a smile, smiling at me with my eyes on her in the heat. And God's taking care of the weather. Life don't get much better than ice in a cup on my lips. Steal another kiss and take another sip. Tequila on a boat. All saints. That's it. Oh, baby. Tequila on a boat.
Tequila on a boat, Dustin Lynch and Chris Lane. So that sounds like a good thing to do out on the boat. Drink a little tequila.
As long as you ain't driving.
That's right. Because you got to drink responsibly and don't drive.
That's right. It's too dangerous.
Especially a boat.
Listen, I know. That's why I like being the passenger. Okay, so apparently, Scotty Chill and Rick the Stick have now conspired against me.
Oh, they have. Well, how nice of them.
Wasn't it, though? It is now Chug-a-Lug-Lug with Lou.
Chug-a-lug-a-lug with Lou?
Every time I mention Neil McCoy, drink, boys. Yes, so now it's a thing, according to Rick the Stick.
Okay.
You guys are killing me.
See, I was going to be nice. I was thinking of something that had nothing to do with drinking, just as a something.
Well,
little,
no, because, with J-Man, every time he says
St. Louis, Shotty with Scotty.
Scotty, yeah. So now it's, yeah. So they had to do a play off of that, I'm sure.
Chug-a-lugging with Lou.
Chug-a-lug-lug.
All right,
Two
boys.
lugs for whatever reason.
All right, so you two have to somehow figure out how to get together and film or do that little do that little sound bit and send it to us. And
Yes.
we'll put it on there.
Yeah.
Yeah, why not?
Sound bite with the two of you.
Yes.
Y'all have the equipment. Just saying.
Figure out how to get her done. Get her done.
So, okay, big news for you today.
Big news for me?
Yes.
For me?
Yes.
For little old me?
Little old you.
What big news do you have for me?
Ohio State University has won
I don't. Yeah.
its fight to trademark the word "the." Only in certain circumstances, though.
Yeah, I saw that today. I'm like,
They are now officially the Ohio
I'm
State.
like, really?
Buckeyes.
I mean, I always thought it was kind of, Ohio State University. No, it's the Ohio State
That's right.
University. I understand why they've always said the Ohio State University, because a lot of people get Ohio State University and Ohio University
Yes.
mixed up because there are two.
It's the Ohio State University.
That's right. So
Yeah.
I understand, but to actually go to the point of trademarking the word "the," I thought was absolutely asinine.
Well, okay, but here's
Come on.
why.
All right, you fill me in because I thought it was stupid myself.
Well, it is, but it's been approved for like merchandising reason, on the merchandise and stuff. And the university's licensing, see, this is why I don't buy their stuff, because they're ungodly expensive. But unless I'm buying it for you, but the university's licensing and trademark program generates over $12.5 million a year. And that helps fund their student scholarships and programs and all that junk.
Yeah.
So they started pursuing a trademark in August, though, of 2019, after fashion retailer Marc Jacobs had filed an application for the word a few months earlier. So basically, if they didn't copyright it, they wouldn't be able to use it anymore on their T-shirts because Marc Jacobs was using it. But now, the Ohio State University and Marc Jacobs worked something out so they're both allowed to use it. So it's like a shared trademark.
Gotcha.
I'm just saying.
Yes, they do make a lot of money on merchandising. Depending
Yes.
upon who you ask, I've actually seen a couple of, I don't know if they're opinions or surveys, but supposedly Ohio State has one of the largest fan bases in all of college football. So, yeah, I know for all you Alabama fans, you may want to disagree with that. You may have won all the titles, but according to this list that I saw, it was Ohio State has the largest fan base because you can go just about anywhere in the world and see Ohio State merchandise. So
Yes, and Greasy Joe says OH.
brother.
We have found more people from Ohio living here. It just cracks me up. I mean, we can go to a restaurant and somebody's like, "You're not from here, are you?" No. Or we'll hear their accent and we're like, "Yeah, they got to be from Ohio." And they usually are.
Yeah.
Scotty Dyer said, "Great, Ohio State is now on the same level as Miami. The U." Yeah, I know. I'm sorry.
Like I said, I'm like, I thought it was kind of, I understand by what you said why they did it, but, I always thought it was kind of funny. I always thought it was kind of a stab at, Michigan. I said the word. I'm sorry.
You did.
I know, but, I guess it wasn't. But, like I said, there are
Yeah.
two.
They
There's
would've had to
Ohio
change all their
University,
stuff.
Ohio State University, so they are the university in Ohio, the Ohio State University.
Yes.
So, and again, for those who are Ohio University Bobcat fans, they will disagree that they're the best university in the state. So,
Yes, and JT is one of those. So JT, if you're
yeah,
out
he's
there,
a big Bobcats fan, isn't he?
He is. It was the coolest thing one time. I drug Brian into a Goodwill store, and he found an entire Ohio University
Football uniform.
Yes.
It was a practice. I'm pretty sure they were old jerseys that were practice because it was all stained up and they were all white. And again, they could have been fakes. You just never know.
I know.
You just
No.
never know.
Oh, I have been. Listen, I am so sorry, Robert.
What?
So I have been calling Robert Joe this whole time, and Robert is Joe's brother. I'm so sorry.
So we have Robert Leo out there.
No, Robert Seeberger.
Robert Seeberger. Okay.
Yes, Greasy Joe's
Greasy
brother.
Joe's brother.
Yes, and I've been calling him Joe this whole time.
Well,
I don't know
welcome to
why.
the show.
I don't know why.
Well,
It's
you
me.
just
I
see
do.
Seeberger in your mind. It's a one track.
It really
it's
is,
a one
yeah.
track route. I understand.
It is.
I live with her. Trust me. I understand.
I am so sorry. Well, hopefully you can make it to the summer party too.
Yeah. So Scotty Chill's going to the beach. What beach is he going to?
I don't know.
You'll have to let us know.
All right, Scotty. We need to know what beach you're going to. And they are going to do a soundbite.
Are they?
Yeah,
Nice.
which is awesome.
All right. Hey, as I was doing my prep for the show, I found a cool new song I think everybody will enjoy. And it was from a group I'd never heard of, so I had to do a little bit of research on this group. But I'll tell you all about them when we come back. But how about first we get wasted on the beach?
Waking up at the crack of noon.
Another all-night party.
Kicked out of the hotel room.
Getting looks in the lobby.
Throw a towel out on the sand and start the day with a beer in my hand. A whole lot of nothing, yeah, that's the plan. Then we do it all again. Yeah, we drink them drinks, blow that money, soak it up while life's still sunny. Yeah, catching the buzz with the coke and rum is better in bare feet. Now time ain't wasted when it's wasted. Wasted on a beach.
Mr. Reddick.
Ain't got no regrets, just pink painted sunsets tan. Legs stealing my breath every time they walk by. Got a little Marley, ain't hardly a cloud in the sky. If I had a watch, it'd say the time of our lives. So let's drink them drinks, blow that money, soak it up while life's still sunny. Yeah, catching the buzz with the coke and rum is better in bare feet. Now time ain't wasted when it's wasted. Wasted on a beach. Wasted on a beach. Burning daylight at both ends.
No shoes, no shirt, repeat.
Some of my best days, I must say, were
Wasted on a beach.
them drinks, blow that money, soak it up while life's still sunny. Yeah, catching the buzz with the coke and rum is better in bare feet. Now time ain't wasted when it's wasted. Wasted on a beach. Wasted on a beach. Wasted on a beach.
Hey, y'all, this is B-Dawg.
And Lou.
From Tropical Country, B-Dawg and Lou, here to tell you about our sponsor, JBL Legends Travel.
JBL Legends Travel is your full-service travel agent. They specialize in cruises, all-inclusive resort vacations, destination weddings, and romantic getaways. They're dedicated to offering you the best prices and advice, all while maintaining an emphasis on customer service.
So don't hesitate to contact them so they can start planning your next travel adventure. You can contact them at 732-831-5200 or check them out online at jbltravelgroup.net.
Mom needs rest. We need a vacation. Daddy's stressed. We need a vacation.
waited all year just to get down here. Sandy flip-flops and a case of beer. Copper tone 50 getting passed around. Cause we ain't leaving till the sun goes down. Watching them waves just roll on in. Lazy beach tide blowing in the wind. Letting them worries just drift away. Posted up here all day. Coasting, koozie in my hand. Working on a 3-day tan. Coasting, losing track of time. Easy going like the tide. Yeah, laid back, ain't got nowhere to go. Jimmy Buffett on the radio. If you wanna know where you can find me, I'll be chilling knee deep in the ocean. Coasting. Digging my toes down in the sand. I got no problems cause I got no plans. Rolling up a little bit of homegrown. Out here just blowing smoke. Coasting, koozie in my hand. Working on a 3-day tan. Coasting, losing track of time. Easy going like the tide. Yeah, laid back, ain't got nowhere to go. Jimmy Buffett on the radio. If you wanna know where you can find me, I'll be chilling knee deep in the ocean. Coasting. Don't take much just to have it made. Just a fold out chair underneath the shade. Little bit of sunshine, little bit of don't mind. We're gonna stay right here all day. Coasting, koozie in my hand. Working on a 3-day tan. Yeah, I'm coasting, losing track of time. Easy going like the tide. Yeah, laid back, ain't got nowhere to go. Kenny Chesney on the radio. If you wanna know where you can find me, I'll be chilling knee deep in the ocean. Crack another cold one open. Yeah, coasting. Yeah, I'm coasting.
Coastin', Nico Moon. That comes off his brand new album he's got out. So before that, there was a group called the Boat Boys, and that
Yes.
song featured Red Akins.
I liked it.
Of course, Red Akins, 90s country star, but a lot of people know his son, Thomas Rhett.
Yeah.
But that group, I'd never heard of the group before. I'm like, this is a great song. So I wanted to do a little more research about that group, and it comes out that the Boat Boys is actually a collaboration of 3 Nashville songwriters by the name of Ryan Ball, Zach Dyer, and Holden James. I guess they travel all around as independent singer-songwriters, but they do get together and collaborate. And it said that it all starts with a song, and that was true for the Boat Boys. They came up with that song, and there may be more to come after that. So
I hope so. I'd like to have them in studio.
I think that's pretty awesome that they did that.
Yeah, me too. That's pretty cool.
Good song.
Well, hello to Patty with an I. She is out there saying hello from Disney, Magic Kingdom.
The Magic Kingdom.
Yes. I saw the cutest picture earlier today of her, and I believe it's her granddaughter. Mm-hmm. It's so cute. And April is out there, a.k.a. Tinkerbell.
Hello, April.
How are you doing? I'm glad to see you on here tonight.
Yes. We love it when our friends stop by to say hi.
We do. We do. Sorry, I'm reading. You know how I am. I get sidetracked.
Yeah. Squirrel. Oh.
I know. It's bad. It's bad. But we are glad you're here tonight, Tinkerbell.
Yes.
And I'm used to hearing her name on the Sunday show, not on our show. So it's nice to have her here.
Throws you a curveball.
It did.
All right. So what else you got? Anything over there?
No, I already told a bunch of stories. I'm sure I'll have more in a
I
little
wanted
bit,
to give you all the opportunity
I know.
in the world.
Well, this is one that you won't like.
Oh, no. What?
In Naples, Florida, A team of biologists hauled in the heaviest Burmese python ever captured in Florida. It weighed 215 pounds and was 18 feet long.
Did they catch that in fresh water? Because I didn't think the
Yeah, it looks
python
like
is a
it's
saltwater fish.
It's saltwater fish.
It's not a saltwater fish. It'd be a freshwater, wouldn't it?
It looks like it was freshwater. It looks like it may have been inland, but it had 122 eggs inside it.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's scary.
I know how much you love snakes.
Well, python, yeah, no.
Listen, the funniest thing, we were at...
Oh, I said fish. Why was I thinking?
I don't know why you were thinking fish.
Oh,
Because you didn't want to think about a snake.
that's what it is. I don't ask me what I was actually thinking. I'm going to tell you what, this week, being outside, this heat just has my brain fried. I'm off my game. My brain has been fried by the heat, so it's kind of like that commercial back in the 80s. This is your brain on drugs.
Right.
I swear, being out in that heat, standing out there, in the hot uniform that I have to wear, my brain's been sizzling like an egg.
Well, the funniest thing, we were at the campground last weekend with Golden, just kind of sitting around, all of us. It was beautiful. It was at Skull Island here, and beautiful campground. And I don't know, probably 8 or 10 of us sitting in a circle. The Looks were there with some of their family, and we're all sitting in a circle. And I was kind of not really in the conversation because I was watching the water. And all of a sudden, I see this water snake come up, and just matter of factly, I said, "Oh, there's a water snake," and you jumped up out of your chair and took about 2 steps back.
Because first of all, I wanted, you said snake. So my first instinct was to jump up, take a couple steps back, and, observe the situation to find out where is this snake.
It was about 15 yards away from you.
That's too close.
Oh, it was so funny.
Oh, no.
Yeah, it was funny. I had to laugh.
No. So, yeah. So I'm assuming they did not get that snake in the water down in Florida.
It is, the picture is in the edge of the water, yes.
Yeah, you know what I was actually thinking because immediately when you talk Florida, first thing that pops in my head was water.
Yes.
And for some odd reason, I was thinking of piranha. I told you, my brain is fried this week.
You haven't had enough to drink, apparently.
I'm drinking sweet tea, okay? No alcohol.
Well, maybe we need to get him a beer.
No.
Patty said her family right now is getting on the Seven Dwarfs train.
The Seven Dwarfs train.
Yeah.
Hi-ho, hi-ho. It's off to work I go. All right.
That was your entertainment for the day?
Yeah. Hey, did you know that, last week we debuted a brand new single from Billy Dean?
Yes.
And just this week, he dropped another new single.
I know.
Coming from that upcoming album.
And I believe, is it July 11th?
I believe.
Or July 7th?
It's coming up very, very soon.
Yeah, within the first 2 weeks of July, Billy Dean's new album will be out, and it's all tropical country. Yeah.
Yes, it is. It absolutely is.
And it is the one that we had the honor to watch him film the video.
Parts of it.
Yeah,
we got to see him film parts of that video while we were down there in the Keys.
Yeah, that was pretty cool.
Yeah, very nice.
That was pretty cool.
So how about we do a little double shot?
Okay.
How about that? How about, of course, last week we debuted The Rest is of Its Mine. And, of course, this new one is actually called Saltwater Cowboy. But his version is a little different.
I was going to say, there's a lot of songs.
There's a lot of songs with Saltwater Cowboy, but I like his take. So let you be the judge. But first, how about The Rest of Its Mine?
Man, I worked all of my damn life, raising my kids, pleasing my wife. I paid off all my loans and I sold a big house. Got a new little casa way down south. Not sure how much I got left of time. Hey, but whatever I got, the rest of it's mine. The rest of it's mine, the rest of it's mine. Gonna ride it out here where the sun always shines. While there's still a piece left of that American pie. Already bought the boat, already signed the note. Gave away my mittens and the big furry coat. Only so many ticks on the clock before we're all out of time. I'm taking it day by day, 'cause the rest of it's mine. Our kids are all grown, our turn to play in the sand. Got an old flat top guitar, an umbrella drink in my hand. Hey Billy, I made us some friends down at the RV park. I bet that place comes alive, oh, a little after dark. I know this could all be over in the blink of an eye. Ah, but c'est la vie, the rest of it's mine. The rest of it's mine, the rest of it's mine. Gonna ride it out here where the sun always shines. While there's still a piece left of that American pie. Already bought the boat, already signed a note. Gave away my mittens and the big furry coat. Only so many ticks on the clock before we're all out of time. Now I'm taking it day by day, 'cause the rest of it's mine. Hey, Beth in my step, yeah, I still got plenty. Yeah, I still got a smile for the girls in bikinis. Oh, the rest of it's mine, the rest of it's mine. Gonna ride it out here where the sun always shines. While there's still a piece left of that American pie. Already bought the boat, already signed the note. Gave away my mittens and that big furry coat. Only so many ticks on the clock before we're all out of time. I'm taking it day by day, 'cause the rest of it's mine. Always a handout waiting on my dollars and dimes. I got news for 'em all, the rest of it's mine. Ain't that right, Paul? I'd say so, Billy. It's about time. Hey, hand me that guitar. I think I got a song idea. If we can finish this up, maybe we can play it at the RV park tonight.
Hey y'all, this is B-Dawg
And Lou.
from Tropical Country right here on Tiki Man Radio. Next time you take a trip down to Key West and you want to get out on the water, we want you to check out our sponsor, Goaltending Services. Goaltending Services is the premier charter service in Key West. They offer a wide range of amenities. Goaltending Services is also a veteran-owned company, and they take care of their veterans and active duty personnel by offering a 25% discount with your veteran or military ID. For more about Goaltending Services, give them a call at 305-916-0990.
Or look them up online at goaltendingservices.com.
Off the coast on a boat, drop a rock on the radio. Well, I traded my horse and my saddle for a boat and paddle. Now I'll be buzzing on the beach by 3. And just Jimmy Buffett and me thought, what a cowboy. The thought, what a cowboy. No more ass into the cattle. I'd rather hear my tackle rattle. With the tattoos and 10 lines on the Gulf Coast coastline. Thought, what a cowboy. Thought, what a cowboy. I found a beach blonde and I caught her. She was hotter than a farmer's daughter. Now a chippy-ki-yay on the water. Thought, what a cowboy.
chest. Oh, what a cowboy. Saltwater cowboy. I found the beach blonde and I caught her. She was hotter than the farmer's daughter. Now we're chippy-ki-yay on the water. Saltwater cowboy. Well, as long as she keeps me smiling, I ain't never gonna leave this island. You tell my boss up in Tennessee, he ain't never gonna find me. Saltwater cowboy. Saltwater cowboy. I found a beach blonde and I caught her. She was hotter than a farmer's daughter. Now it's yippee-ki-yay on the water. Saltwater cowboy. Saltwater cowboy. Yippee-ki-yay, 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 yippee-ki-yay. Take it on to the house.
That's Billy Dean, Saltwater Cowboy.
That was a little different for Billy.
That is a little bit different for Billy, isn't it?
It is.
I like the beat. It's got a beat. Get you going.
I know.
What you got
Pretty
over
cool.
there?
Oh, I was chuckling at, yes, that was Billy Dean, Eric, believe it or not.
Yeah, hard to believe that is Billy Dean, right?
I know.
And of course, for that was Billy Dean with Paul Overstreet.
Yes.
On there.
And we're working to try to get them in here.
We've been in talk.
We've been in talks. I was laughing. Scotty said he is multitasking, watching baseball, sending emails for work, listening to Lou and that other guy, and thinking about packing for his vacation.
Lou and the other guy. Really? You're not the only one over here multitasking, brother. I'm over here, we go to a song. I'm over here. I'm still doing stuff in between the songs. Of course, she decides then that now she wants to talk. She's got...
Who, me?
Yeah, and I'm like, I ain't got time to talk. I'm trying to fly the plane.
I always want to talk.
That's new.
Well, I talk to everybody all day long at work.
Mm-hmm.
And so by the time 5 o'clock rolls around, I'm just done. I've got nothing left to say. And so that's why we usually honestly do catch up on Wednesdays whenever we're here.
Because this is their typical day. I get home, I go in, she's sitting at her desk there, and I'm like, how was your day? And she's like, fine. How's yours? I'm like, good. And then back to work she goes.
Right.
And literally that's pretty much, then I go take a nap or I go do whatever I'm going to do while she finishes working or whatever. And then come the evening,
then it's time to make dinner, and I got things to do.
Got things to do, and then when it comes time to wind down, it's time to go to bed.
Right.
So
I did have some exciting news today whenever you came in, though.
Yeah, how about that?
I got a promotion at work. I was so excited. Promoted to RN clinical educator.
Now you're going to teach people, huh?
That's right. I'm going to be teaching people. Teaching new hires, teaching like updated policies and procedures for those who us who have been there a while. Because I just celebrated my 5-year anniversary with them. So.
And you've been talking for a long time that you're tired of being on that auto dialer and talking to whoever. Just the phone rings and whoever's on the other end, you have to talk to them. That you've been kind of. It's just kind of become
gets monotonous,
mundane, I guess, because it's the same script over and over over.
It is.
Even though you're talking to different people and they have different things that wrong with them, it's still the same script over and over and over again.
It is. And every once in a while you get those patients that whenever you're talking to them, they just melt your heart, and I could talk to them all day. And then you get some other patients that are not so nice and act like you're a telemarketer. So I will enjoy not being hung up on anymore.
Yeah.
I will. I'm sure I'll miss talking to patients, but I'm excited for the new chapter.
So you'll be teaching people within the organization.
Yes.
Yeah, nice.
So new hires that come in, I'll be doing their classes to teach them how to do what I'm doing now. And then there's another program involved that I have to learn the other program so that I can teach other people. Mm-hmm. And then of course there's always changes and updates to the standard operating procedures and things like that. So we'll
see how long it goes before you're like, oh my God, I'm tired of talking to these people.
Probably.
I need somebody else to talk to.
You know, people don't like change much. So when you're updating policies and procedures,
you're going to be you're going to be the messenger.
Yeah. Yeah.
The company is going to say,
thanks, guys.
This is what we want done. Now make sure it happens. Teach them how to do it. And this is the way we want it. No ifs, ands, or buts. And
right.
You're going to be the one everybody's going to be mad at because of all these policy changes.
Well, hopefully not. But I'm sure there'll be some. Because I've been in those training sessions when there's a girl named Stephanie that trained me. Mm-hmm. And I've been in those sessions where she's been training and everyone is just losing their shit because we're going to start doing things differently now. Mm-hmm. And so I felt so sorry for her at times. So now I just feel sorry for myself.
I am shocked.
They're calling me Stephanie 2.0.
I am shocked.
About what?
That's the first time you've ever cussed on air.
Ever?
I'm pretty sure.
Huh.
First time I've ever caught you.
Well, my apologies. But yeah. Thanks, Z.
Used to be we'd blame Golden for that.
Right?
Now
I just used a little one.
I know. I'm just picking on you.
Well, thank you, Patty Campbell. I appreciate that. Thank you, Tinkerbell and Z and Scotty and Eric. I appreciate your congratulations.
She's one step closer to becoming my sugar mama, so I don't have to work. She's one step closer.
Oh, listen, I've been trying to get this one for about a year now.
Yeah, you have been.
They created the position and just direct hired me into it, which is a real honor, honestly. Mm-hmm. But now maybe y'all won't ship me off to travel nursing.
I don't know.
When Darby was here, y'all were trying to get me to leave town or something and go travel nurse.
Well,
so.
the idea was, anybody that's familiar knows that travel nurses make a boatload.
They
of
do
money.
Right now.
So the idea was that you go out and you travel nurse for a year.
Yeah.
A year, and then we could be debt free, and during that year. Because you're making a boatload of money, all I had to do was just come in here and be on the radio.
Yeah, you and Danny doing the radio and me out working.
Yeah. I thought it was a fantastic idea.
Danny did too.
Well, and Darby did too.
Darby did too, you're right.
I don't think Kathy agreed with that whole idea, but...
that's because Kathy's got my back.
Us guys, we thought it was a fantastic idea.
And I'm pretty sure Patty Campbell has my back too.
And I thought,
thanks, Robert.
Yes, I know you're going to be traveling, but if I'm not working, I can come see you anytime I want.
That is true.
And you could get some exotic location, down on the beach or wherever.
Listen, I'm too fat and old. I can't take it anymore. I'm too spoiled now.
Mm-hmm.
Eric, listen, Rick, so Rick wrote, "Hey, Patty, waiting for that Tim and Boomer home concert tour to come our way."
Oh.
I'm not even going to say on the air what I thought he wrote when I just glanced down. But it is, just to clarify, it is a Tim and Boomer home concert.
Sometimes I tell her,
Patty,
you really need to wear your glasses.
I know.
You're like, I can't see that. You're trying to make the screen bigger. And I'm like, why don't you just put on your glasses?
Listen, I do when I'm driving at night.
Me, I could not do this show without my glasses because I wouldn't be able to read what is on the screen.
I know. We've all seen you try to do it.
Yeah, I tried to do it one night without my glasses, and it was an epic failure.
I'm glad you got it, Patty.
I found out I was blind.
Yes, and deaf. But that's another story.
Well, one nice thing about being deaf, I just crank up the volume on these and I can hear everything you say.
I know.
Until I choose not to.
Right. You're going to be one of those older guys that get the hearing aids and turn them off.
Maybe. Or just take them out.
Right. But I'll notice if you do that.
Oh, no.
You will. Mm-hmm. Did you tell him about your headphones?
No.
He said he had the best Father's Day he's ever had. That was very sweet.
Yeah, that's why I wanted to. It skipped my mind. You know, I want to know how everybody's Father's Day went, because I tell you, my Father's Day was fantastic. It started out, I was right here in the studio with the Tiki Man and Jay. We had an all guys.
You did.
Father's Day show.
You did, and it stayed much more on the rails than when you had an all guy Cinco de Mayo show.
Well, you know, that's because we didn't have Uncle Alex here serving Bloody Marys. If he'd have been over here doing that, we may have had a completely different kind of show.
That is true.
But, you know, it kind of started out on Saturday night. You know, Allison came over and got me a gift. And it was a very, very beautiful gift. It was a picture frame, and it had a picture of all 6 of the girls and me. So, you know.
With a sweet little saying
on it. It was absolutely beautiful. And then come Sunday, I was here. Then I went home, and I was anticipating, honestly, I was going to go mow the yard. And I came home, and Lou had mowed the entire yard for me while I was here doing the show, which was very nice, quite the surprise. And then they cooked me a steak dinner. It was a good steak dinner. Yeah, big old piece of meat.
Alicia bought steaks and what was it? Steaks and a vegetable, and I made some homemade scalloped potatoes. Mm-hmm. And then you had, was it ribeyes she bought? So I made you some ribeyes on the grill. Proved I can grill too.
And of course, then it followed it up with my absolute favorite German chocolate cake for dessert. And then I also got a really, really cool pair of Bluetooth headphones. My earbuds that I had were just kind of going kaput. And I wanted a set of over-the-ear noise-canceling headphones so that I could wear those when I'm outside mowing the yard, working in the yard. I could hear music over top of the mower. So they got me that nice thing. And then to top it all off, Alicia and her boyfriend got me tickets to be able to go see Top Gun Maverick, complete with popcorn and drink. So that's how I got
to benefit from that one.
Just I like to benefit from your Mother's Day gift. You got to benefit from my Father's Day.
Yes.
So fantastic movie.
It was really good. It stressed me out. Man, I was on the edge of my seat for a lot of that movie.
Yeah, I don't know why.
I don't know, but it was not relaxing. It was fantastic, but it was not relaxing at all. But yeah, we, and of course
I'm not gonna tell it because I know there's probably a lot of guys out there who's like, I haven't seen it yet, so shut up.
We're not telling details.
We're not telling details.
But we did get to go to the theater that had the recliners. Mm-hmm. You got to kick back in a recliner and watch the movie, and you stayed awake for the whole thing.
Well, of course. Of course. It's Top Gun.
Right?
So
I was having flashbacks. It was like we were on a high school date.
I know. It felt like 1986 all over again.
Gina said it's the first movie she didn't fall asleep while she was watching it.
It did keep you on the edge of your seat.
It really did.
Yeah. All I can tell you is there was one point in time in the movie when I thought it was actually the end of the movie, or very near the end. I'm like, oh my God, this is how it ends. But
it wasn't.
It wasn't. It had twists and turns that took me the opposite direction.
Yes, so
if you haven't got out there to see it, I recommend.
Highly recommend. Yes.
So
it was killing him because he was watching everybody on Facebook post
about how great
a movie it was. And then after we got back, then he watched a TikTok and it burst his bubble. But we can't tell about it because
we're gonna have to give it a few weeks or for it to leave theaters before we give any spoilers about Top Gun, but there I will tell you there was some scenes in the movie where they actually flashed back to the original,
which was really cool.
Yeah,
they fit it in really well. It wasn't corny the way they did it. Yeah, I really, really enjoyed it.
And of course, to do it upright, because our movie was at 7:00 in the evening.
Yes.
So after we finished that terrific meal and everything, I sat down in my recliner. I got on the Netflix and I brought up the original Top Gun. So I watched it. Once it was over, got up, went to the theater, and watched the second. So I got to see them both consecutively, and it was actually a pretty good day.
Well, I'm glad you had a good day. These guys are killing me. Scotty's going to start his own music event. MOTD, Meeting of the Drunks.
Isn't that pretty much every Parrot Head event?
I think so. I think so.
I guess he'd be the first one to actually own it.
Right. There was a post I saw earlier where it might have been Donnie Brewer was bragging because how many people, how many musicians can get smashed and go up there on stage. Not many that are not trop rock.
No.
All the trop rock artists can get drunk, still play just as good, keep drinking, and have a great day.
It's because they know how to party with a purpose.
That's right.
That's right.
And I think I saw that Meeting of the Minds is going to be in Key West this year.
Yes, and they released their lineup.
Yes, it's a great lineup.
It's a big. Nico Moon is on that lineup for Criminelli.
Yes.
That is a pretty big deal.
It is.
So you will have to go over there and check that out for a full lineup because it definitely looked like a pretty good lineup. Which of course though it's not going to be outdo the Tiki Man Radio Songwriter Showcase.
Hell no.
Heck no. So
Tinkerbell said she loved Maverick too. She went to the drive-in and saw it.
Ooh.
That would be fantastic.
We may have to do that.
Oh, okay.
Oh, okay. See how I had to twist her arm there.
I love the drive-in. That's one of the few things I miss from up north.
Yeah. Well, you got to drive about an hour, I think, around here to get to the closest.
Which is pretty close to what we had to do there, so it would be fine.
It'd be all right.
So we've lived here almost 6 years and never gone. Why?
Because I just learned that there was one.
Oh, okay.
I don't know.
Okay, fine.
I knew they were supposed to be. I heard long time ago, it's been a couple years now, that they were supposed to be building this huge drive-in up around Nashville, but I don't know if it ever got built either.
Oh, I don't know. I forgot all about that.
Yeah, that's been a couple years. So.
But the one that we found out about is in Georgia, right?
Yeah, it's over in Georgia.
Yeah, I thought so.
Absolutely. So, well, how about we keep the summer vibes continue to flow? How about a brand new one from Lady A, Summer State of Mind?
I'm the ice, you're the Yeti. I'm the boat stereo, you're the petty. I'm the dance floor, you're confetti. Always up when I'm down, always ready.
You can take a worry, flip it into a song. I don't even notice till I'm singing along. I forget that there was ever anything wrong. How do you do it, babe? You put the Ray-Bans over my eyes. You put the blue back up in my sky. I'm the beach, you're the breeze, and you put me in my summer state of mind. Doesn't matter if it's 10 below, like a magic trick with the switch off, I go. You're my 5 o'clock somewhere, always on time. Summer state of mind. Summer state of mind. Summer state of mind. You turn this kitchen into a tiki bar. It's like June and July. Go wherever you are, and wherever you are is where I wanna be. When you're shining on me. You put the Ray-Bans over my eyes. You put the blue back up in my sky. I'm the beach, you're the breeze, and you put me in my summer state of mind. Doesn't matter if it's 10 below, like a magic trick with the switch off. till I'm singing along. I forget that there was ever anything wrong.
How do you do it, babe?
How do you do it, baby? You put the Ray-Bans over my eyes. You put the blue light up in my sky. I'm the beach, you're the breeze, and put me in my summer state of mind. Doesn't matter if it's 10 below, like a magic trick with the switch off, I go. You're my 5 o'clock somewhere, always on time. Summer state of mind. Summer state of mind.
Oh, state of mind.
Summer state of mind, baby.
Yeah, summer state of mind.
Summer.
Hi, this is Michelle Myers, the ambassador for the Tropical Country Show with B-Dawg and Lou, streaming live every Wednesday from 7 p.m. to 9 p.m. Eastern through the Tiki Man Radio app and YouTube channel. What could possibly go wrong?
You came south from Chicago in your brand new cut-off jeans. You said pina colada, and I said this one's on me. I watched you sway to the music, and you stayed close enough to see. You gave me your number, said I'm staying right down the bench, and we going down to the water and drink straight from the bottle. Waves rolled in, and we would just sit and sail. We rode around all summer, and we knew the end was coming. At least we'd have a hell of a story to tell from that sunset carousel. We took off like a sunrise, just watch those ponies spin. That first time in July, over and over and over again. And we going down to the water and drink straight from the bottle. Waves rolled in, we would just sit and sail. We rode around all summer, and we knew the end was coming. At least we'd have a hell of a story to tell from that sunset carousel. From that sunset carousel. Like a souvenir sticker, the colors fade. We held on like they wouldn't. Then September came, we going down to the water and drink straight from the bottom. Waves rolled in, and we would just sit and sail. We rode around all summer, and we knew the end was coming. At least we'd have a hell of a story to tell from that sunset carousel. From that sunset carousel.
Sunset Carousel, that is brand new music from David Nail. So how about that? It's great to hear new music coming out from him. It's been a minute.
It has, and you know, he has struggled a lot with depression. And so he took some time off. He got married. He's had 1 or 2 kids now, and just kind of got a brand new outlook on life. So he seems to be doing very well now, and it's really nice to see him. His voice is one of the most amazing voices I've ever heard. So you can't tell it necessarily from that song, but
Right.
Lord, he has some vocals on him.
Which, of course, you know, your guy, Matt, he used to cover some David Nail tunes.
Yeah, he did quite a few David Nail tunes, and again, one of the best vocalists I've ever known. He did a fabulous job with them. So
Yeah, so I was excited when I was doing my research and going through, and I'm like, David Dale, really?
Yeah.
Brent New. Wait,
And I think he's starting to do some songs and some touring again.
Yeah, so that's quite exciting to see.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
it really is. I didn't know. I had met him one time at Jamboree in the Hills.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, when Matt opened, and we were backstage, got to meet him, and I could tell, because I do have a lot of, I have some depression stuff too, and I know a lot of people do out there and whatever, so that's why I like to focus on the positive. But you could tell he was having kind of a rough time then whenever I met him. Very polite, very nice. He just, something was lacking in his eyes, just not the sparkle there. So it's nice to see that sparkle back in his eyes again, and him doing some new music.
Absolutely.
Yeah. And Patty, we can't wait to see all of you guys either. Patty is saying about the summer party coming up. I can't wait.
Yes.
That's the one time a year that we get to see just about everybody.
Just about.
And I love it. So I hope y'all are coming.
I know we've told a lot of new people, say, you got to get here.
Yes.
You have to get here.
And, I feel bad, like, inviting people to Danny's house for him. But, Tiki Man always says the summer party is open to everybody. And so
he gives an open invite on the radio for Crime and
He
Alley. So I'm
does.
pretty sure he's not going to be on with a couple people that we've said, hey, you got to get over here.
Right. So I'm hoping that, folks like Greasy Joe will be able to come. We've talked to them. Patty and Tim, I hope they're coming. I'm not sure, Patty Campbell, Patty and Tim. Tim's out there too tonight.
Hey, Tim.
So hopefully they can come.
I was thinking about Tim earlier in the week.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, I was going through on TikTok.
Uh-oh. Tim is the perfect TikTok person.
Well,
he needs to start one.
Well, I was going through, and there's one channel that I follow. This guy kind of does like tours and point places of interest.
Yeah.
And does little recaps. And one of the ones he did was Brushy Mountain State Penitentiary.
Really?
And so I thought, how cool was that? So he was giving the whole history, the background of it, and Tim came to mind. So
that's really cool. Yeah, if there's ever a person who would go viral on TikTok, it would be Tim Campbell.
Yeah.
Honestly, like the video of him walking down the street, and I can't even remember what costume he was wearing now. The videos with the cats. I mean, everything that he does. The
turkey dance.
Listen, Tim, I have an idea. Start your TikTok around Thanksgiving. So like, well, maybe even October. Start it around then, because I'm telling you, that video is going to go viral.
Absolutely.
Tim Campbell is the perfect TikTok person.
There you go, Tim. You could become TikTok famous.
He could.
Yeah.
He could.
Even though I know that he's not famous already. I mean,
well, he is the famous Tim Campbell.
He's a rock star, singer, songwriter, creator of the SAC Awards.
Right.
I mean, he's the man of many talents.
And then he could go live for the SAC Awards on TikTok.
Which of course is going to be which will be brought to you at the Tiki Man Radio Songwriter Showcase in Key West.
Yes.
Yeah.
So excited for that.
That will be excited to be able to include that in there on the awards.
Rick is just full of ideas tonight.
What?
He says it could be Tim Talk.
Tim Talk.
That could be your username. There you go.
Welcome to Tim Talk.
That's right. And yes, Rick, thanks for mentioning that. Rick Rushing is going to be here Friday night before the summer party on the 8th. He's a local blues guy.
With a house concert.
Yeah, so he's going to be doing a house concert the night before the summer party on the 8th. And
I'm pretty sure that the Tiki Man will be providing additional information along.
Yes.
Because, it is a house concert.
Right. So sit and listen.
That's where you sit and listen. There will be a small cover charge, I'm pretty sure, that goes to the artist. So you'll definitely want to pay attention, and I'm sure Tiki Man will provide that information.
Yeah.
And then coming up for the summer party, I'm going to tell you what, we got tons of people when you talk about who's going to be here. I know the Shanty Hounds are going to be here performing. And then we got the Trop Rock Elvis, Bob Sheely.
Cannot wait.
Going to be the headliner. And then I heard rumors that Danny Rosato is going to be joining.
Oh, that would be awesome.
So it's been a minute since we've got to spend some time with him as well. So
yes.
That's going to be exciting as well.
That would be exciting.
Yeah.
I hope he's able to make it.
Me too.
Patty's agreeing with us.
Oh, on the TikTok?
On the TikTok. Yep.
There you go, Tim.
Oh, being Tim Campbell says, sponsored by Tiki Man Radio itself.
We've been talking about the TikTok, and I mentioned it on Sunday that, I've been tempted because I've used TikTok, but what I've done is I've usually, we create a poster whenever we have somebody special coming in the studio. I create a poster with that.
Yeah.
And then, so what I've been doing the only thing I've done on TikTok is I will put those posters on TikTok with a clip of that artist's music.
Yes.
So that kind of get it out there that, hey, they're going to be on the show, tune in,
right,
kind of thing. So I haven't really done any videos on the TikTok, but I've thought about often was to go live on my TikTok, and just sit the phone over here.
Oh, so while we're on the air.
So you kind of get a behind the scenes look of what goes on during the show.
Yeah, that would be cool.
So for people out there that maybe follow me, I have like 300 followers.
You do?
I do.
Well, heck, you're almost TikTok famous.
I'm far from being TikTok famous. Because, what it is, I go in there for the music content. Because there's a lot of artists out there that are putting their content out there on TikTok. So when I see an artist that I like, I'll follow them just so that I can keep up with what they're doing. If they have music come out that I think that fits the platform or whatever, then I have music to pick from. Maybe a possible spotlight artist for us to come up on the show.
Right.
But then a lot of times they will follow me back. But then I have a lot of fake accounts, I'm pretty sure, that are following me as well.
I keep getting on our official TikTok page. I keep I'm confused by Rick's comment. I keep getting these like bikini clad girls trying to follow, I just keep blocking people because not in it for that.
It doesn't matter what social media you're on. Spammers are out there. Those fake accounts. Those robots.
Well, we had an attack here on YouTube a couple weeks ago.
Yeah, by blocking and reporting, it seems like
it's slowed down now.
It's slowed down.
Yeah,
that hasn't happened in a while. Knock on wood.
Yeah.
So hopefully those guys are gone.
I hope so. They've now appeared in our local news live broadcasts.
Yeah.
So they're working on getting rid of them too.
Yeah, I saw where you got this ones now where the local news, we posted, a very important breaking news story, and then you go down into the comments and somebody will be like, I made $500 a day by selling Avon, or something stupid like that.
Yeah.
And then it just repeats itself throughout the comments.
Yep.
Which is really, really annoying.
Yes. Yes, the shanty. The mead. What's that?
Mead. It's a drink.
Oh.
That Eric introduced me to. He's kind of a mead kind of guy.
Okay. Well, then I'm not confused anymore. He said got to bring some mead to share with Island Chris and the others.
And there you go.
Okay. Now I'm not confused anymore.
Because I think back in the day, like early days,
they
didn't have beer. They had mead.
What's the difference?
There's a difference, and I'm pretty sure that Eric will be able to explain it to you at the summer party.
He said it's fermented honey.
Oh, well, there you go.
Wow. Okay, I'll have to try it at the summer party, I guess.
Yeah. I tried it last year at the summer party. I
don't remember what I tried at the summer party.
It just wasn't for me, but a lot of people love it.
A lot of people on here like it. If I tried it, I don't remember trying it. It was the summer party. I'm sorry.
That is true. What happens at the summer party stays at the summer party.
Unless Danny puts it live on YouTube. He doesn't tell us.
He talked about, I think he is going to set up cameras and everything again this year.
Well, at least I have warning now.
Because we were discussing, and he brought up the idea of maybe, just maybe, that we may be doing the Sunday show live from the Tiki Bar.
How fun.
It's been a while since we did that. I think the entire time I've been here, we've done one show out there at the Tiki Bar. So
I think so.
He was talking about that. That may be a possibility for the day after.
Well, that would be a lot of fun. That'd be a lot of fun.
Mm-hmm.
Because, the morning after the summer party is always a toss-up.
Yeah.
And I won't shut the air conditioning off this time, Danny. Last year I got in so much trouble.
Well, what was funny when the time that you did that, I wasn't here. Because I listened to them talk about how everything got shut off.
Yeah.
I was actually driving back from Ohio.
Yeah, well,
during that whole ordeal.
we had Slayton on here.
Yeah.
And Slayton got cold because he's just a little guy, like scrawny guy, nothing personal. And so he got cold trying to play guitar and sing. So I just reached up and shut the vent off.
And then you forgot to.
And then I forgot. And I remember telling Slayton, remind me to open this back up because we don't change anything in the studio without checking with Danny first. And then we forgot. And
me and
Slayton.
Okay.
Well, you were here for Slayton's thing.
But I wasn't here.
But you weren't here for the Sunday. Yeah. So anyway, so then it became, I don't know, we did like 2 weeks worth of shows. And we kept sweating our butts off in here. And I kept thinking, man, it's hot in here. We kept turning the fans on and doing all this stuff. And then we ended up, the summer party, and Joe Leo came with Beach Buddha. And Danny was showing off his studio. And we're all sweating. And then it was a summer party. So the Sunday morning show the day after was a little rough because everybody was hungover and sweating and, And then it occurred to me, like, I don't know, a couple days later, I happened to glance up and realize that it was off. Oh, here we go.
You did it.
I did.
Now
Danny, I swear I'm not going to shut the vent. He probably put a lock on it or something.
Yeah.
But it was the first time all these people had been to the summer party, and I made them sweat to death in the studio, hungover the next day.
Yeah. I feel like I need to come in here and clarify a few things.
Oh, gosh. Okay.
First of all, we've been saying this for 6 months. Rick Russian, $20 at the door.
Yes.
Okay, so all that money goes to the artist.
Right.
It's not that something I'm going to announce later. It's $20 at the door, and I think right now we have about 25 people.
Nice.
Which is
Good.
about right.
Good.
We don't need 100 people in the chocolate bar
Right.
for that.
Well, I'm glad that you came in because, when I say the Tiki Man will announce later, it's because I have either forgotten.
I know.
And so that I say that so that
He was afraid I messed up and brought it up when I wasn't supposed to.
I've noticed the longer you hang around her, the more you forget. Because,
it's all my fault.
I told you this week, I'm blaming the heat. The heat has my brain scrambled like a fried egg.
Yeah. And what Tim was referring to was the SAC Awards.
The SAC Awards are
Yes.
going to be sponsored, right?
Sponsored by Tiki Man Radio.
Yes.
Very nice.
That's what he's talking about.
I did catch that later. I mean, it occurred to me a second later.
Well, I think you were talking about TikTok. Oh, yeah, that'd be great. Sponsored by Tiki Man Radio. We're not doing that.
I know. And then no, but Tim does need a TikTok. I'm telling you.
This is how things get started, like the XKG 9000 coffee pot. People are like, I can't find anywhere to buy one. That's because there's only one. Our ambassador got it for us.
And it's special to Tiki Man Radio.
That's right. Yeah. That's right.
Eric wants to know, are we too late to get in for that? You mean for the house concert?
Not at all. Not at all. No.
Yeah.
You need to reach out to our ambassador. She is kind of keeping a tally of who all will be here. It's just $20 a door per person. And like I said, all that money goes to Rick. He's got a gig that he's doing that day because I originally wanted him to be here at 6 o'clock. And he's got another gig that he had to do. And he said, I can do 8 to 10. And I'm like, well, we can make that happen.
Absolutely.
So, there you go.
So, yeah, if you guys want to get, or anybody that really wants to get onto it, just reach out to Michelle, get on the list. Then we'll be collecting the money at the door, and we'll give that to him, and he'll have his CDs and all that stuff. Pretty excited about it. We've never done this before. Yeah. We usually pace ourselves pretty good before the summer party. So, but, we'll have Monday to recover as well for myself. So
right.
And if the weather and everything, we're already going to have the cameras, so.
Yeah, thanks for the warning this year.
Heard you talking about that. So we're going to be filming the stage, and to be on the radio and all that stuff as well. But we'll do the video for everybody on stage. So we already have a lot of equipment out there.
Right.
And so if the weather's good and nobody pours vodka on anything, we should be able to do the show, you know. But what could possibly go wrong?
What could possibly go wrong?
There's a lot.
Well, like we always tell you, be around us for 10 minutes, you'll find out.
Exactly.
That's right. So, but anyway, let's see. Yeah, the vent thing.
He's not going to let it go.
I'm not touching it.
I'm not even sure how you got up there because
we used a broom handle.
Oh, I mean, it took a lot of effort.
It did. We worked hard at it.
And what happened to the broom when you shut the vent off?
We took it back out to the garage.
You know, if you'd have left it in here, you might remembered, you know, that you didn't, you know, because, you know, if you say, don't let me forget.
Well, usually I remember that way.
Like 3 weeks later, you're like, oh, yeah.
Yeah. And I think I remembered it when because I wasn't here for the Sunday show.
No.
And I think whenever you were sitting there and you were sweating so bad, you had to go upstairs get in the air conditioning.
Yeah. I mean, it was the Sunday after
it was horrible.
The summer party. We had all of our sponsors in here. They were miserable.
I'm so sorry.
They thought, wow, this studio really sucks. Y'all need some air in here or something. I thought I was just hungover, and I needed to go lay down in between songs. And she still didn't even know what was going on. She didn't hey, it may be the vents closed. I forgot to open it back up.
No, it wasn't
until
until
it went on for another 3 weeks.
It did. Well, no, till the next week whenever you were talking about it, about how hot that I think I came in to do a show on Wednesday or something, and I was like, man, it's hot in that room. And then you're like, I know, we were roasted in there. And then all of a sudden it was like the light bulb went off.
Oh, Lord.
And I remembered the vent. I thought you were going to, I think you probably would have kicked me out of here if you didn't love me so much.
I know, right?
Well, can I put this out there?
Yes.
I had nothing to do with it.
I know. Brian always likes to add that.
I had nothing to do with it.
I was so far away, I was coming back from Ohio. You know.
Yeah, he always likes to point out that it was not his fault.
Panama City, I wasn't even on the beach. I just want to point that out. I'm like, I know, Brian, I know.
He gets so excited when he didn't
Help me load all this up and put it in the truck so we can get the hell out of here. Yeah. All right. So, happy Wednesday, everybody.
All right. So,
I swear, Beach Buddha and Joe, if you guys come this year, I won't have turned the air conditioning off in the studio.
Oh, my. How about a new one from Coffee Anderson? Come on with it.
Sunshine boat ride, cruising on the lake time. Cold Coors Light, got my chill just right. Bring your cooler to the end of the dock. Be floating back around about 1 o'clock. And if you're looking for a good time, then come on with it. Get high on the good life while we're still living. Bring it on down, don't you waste another minute. Drop it in, drive, won't you come on with it. Unwind, let's go. Good times, let's roll. Late night, just right, sipping on moonshine. Blue jean baby dancing in the truck. Like little nitty gritty playing on the radio. Fishing in the dark, ain't got no pole. And if you're looking for a good time, then come on with it. Get high on the good life while we're still living. Bring it on down, don't you waste another minute. Drop it in, drive, won't you come on with it. You feel that? The sun is shining. Times, let's roll. Hey, pretty girl, yeah, you're my kind of fine. What's it gonna take to make you mine, all mine? I like the way you rock it, I like the way you move. All day long I've been thinking about you. And if you're looking for a good time, then come on with it. Get high on the good life while we're still living. Bring it on down, don't you waste another minute. Drop it in, drive, won't you come on with it. And if you're looking for a good time, then come on with it. Get high on the good life while we're still living. Bring it on down, don't you waste another minute. Drop it in, drive, won't you come on with it. let's go. Good times, let's roll with it. Come on with it.
Glasses, I'll grab my guitar. The nearest beach cannot be that far.
Hey y'all, it's your boy Butter here from the show Real Life with Butter and the band Trailer Choir. You should do what I do and tune into Tropical Country with B-Dawg and Lou on TikiManRadio.com. That's Wednesday, 7 to 9 p.m. Eastern Island Time. Holla!
There ain't no chance of rain, just good times on the way. Tom Petty on the radio, free falling as we go.
Beautiful girls, they're everywhere down here, like denim and cold beer. These beautiful girls invented a good time, living the good life with the white sand, suntan, cocaine, mix it with the Jack Dan on the gram. Oh man, all these beautiful girls, but this beautiful girl's got the glass slipper stepping out of a daddy's Jeep. I'm thinking never mind. Just stop for me and that girl, the queen of Daytona Beach. The queen of Daytona Beach. Should be a crime to murder me like that. I'd give her my last breath, but she already took that. She's giving me eyes and taking them right back. I see it in my mind, living the good life with the sundown, stars out, 6 counts, sitting on a striped towel. I'm out there now with this beautiful girl. Yeah, this beautiful girl's got a glass slipper stepping out of a daddy's Jeep. I'm thinking never mind, 99 degrees. Every guy inclined to drop everything for that girl, the queen of Daytona Beach. Bad looking like a night in a magazine, lips sipping on a drink that she got for free. Yeah, the world it turns, but it just stopped for me and that girl, the queen of Daytona Beach. You're so beautiful, darling. Girl, you hot like the sun now. Forever in my heart, girl, I'm all in. I'll be the one to get you if you fall. Don't fall, I know. Get tired, but your feet keep going. 10 toes, won't fall, 'cause you're so beautiful. The glass slipper stepping out of a daddy's Jeep. I'm thinking never mind, 99 degrees. Every guy inclined to drop everything for that girl, the queen of Daytona Beach. Bad looking like a night in a magazine, lips sipping on a drink that she got for free. Yeah, the world it turns, but it just stopped for me and that girl, the queen of Daytona Beach. It's over, the queen of Daytona Beach.
If you're looking for a good time,
Come on in, the water's fine.
Leave your worries behind. Ain't nothing but blue sky, sunshine, and good vibes here.
yes, the word's been getting round. There's more and more showing up and getting down
To that sound meant for soothing all your worries and your fears.
and it goes good with flip-flops, Santa cold beer. singing songs nobody knew by heart. But ain't that how every song starts?
Don't keep showing up, now you know all the parts, and you sing them right back to me.
From living roads with one guitar to all y'all's backyard tiki bars. Know where we came from and we're proud of who we are, and we're one big happy family. Like a surf rolling in, yeah, the party never ends, and our circle of friends keeps growing.
It's amazing to see
How this tropical thing's catching on and going where it's going.
all I know is tonight feels good right high on the crest of the wave of this rising tide.
There ain't no slowing it down. Yeah, we're loving that sound.
From that Key West town to the whole world round.
Like a surf rolling in, yeah, the party never ends.
Then our circle of friends keeps growing.
It's amazing to see how this tropical thing's catching on and going where it's going. All I know is tonight feels good right now.
On the crest of the wave of this rising tide.
Yeah, this rising tide. Oh, this rising tide.
Feels good right
On the crest of the wave of this rising tide. Put your hands up. We're riding away.
Oh, this rising tide.
Surf's up, y'all.
Brand new Tom and Coley off that Pelican album. And of course, they have a whole slew of people on that album. They're Donnie Brewer, Eric Erdman, Aaron Schurz, and Brighton Stoll
wow.
all on that. So, whole slew of our favorite trop rock artists right
Yeah.
there in one song. Rising Tide, which of course, you know, every time I think Rising Tide, you know what I think of, right?
What?
The official coffee of Tiki Man Radio, Beach Buddha Coffee, the best roast, coast to coast. Take a trip with every sip, Beach Buddha Coffee. Go over to TikiManRadio.com, click on that coffee tab, and check out all the fantastic brews they have, which one would be Rising Tide.
Yeah.
Yeah. So.
We need to order you some.
You do? I'm out.
You're out. You had to resort to the bad coffee.
And how did that happen on Father's Day that I run out of Beach Buddha Coffee? Explain that one to me. Can you?
No, I can't. But I'm going to be ordering some for you this weekend, so you'll be okay.
I know. I went out and opened up because I have a jar that I keep it all in, and I'm like, what the hell? so then I opened up the cupboard and I see that can of crappy coffee.
Yeah.
I pull it out and have to get all the dust off of it because it's been like forever since I've actually had to resort to
I know. I know, Patty. I need to get better about it.
She does.
Patty with an I said they never run out.
Well, you know.
I need to stay on top of those things.
That's because Patty knows the Beach Buddha coffee's for nice.
Right.
And you cannot run out of your coffee that's for nice.
Right.
Oh, she's probably cussing me as we speak.
No. Listen, she's been posting pictures of their oasis up there. And
oh, yeah?
it is beautiful.
Oh, very nice.
I'm so sad we're not going to see it.
Yeah, unfortunately now, since you are switching to a new job
Yes.
within the company, you got some training coming up, and
they're not going to let me
some
leave.
requirements because now you don't have a whole staff of people to, somebody to pick up the slack when you take off. It's
really.
You don't have all those people no more.
No, it's a pretty small department. I think there's only 5 of us, and you can't be off. Like a lot of us can't take off at the same time. So, yeah, it's gonna be sad. And I tried to squeeze in a couple days off before I start the new position, and that's against the rules apparently. Once you accept a new position, you're done with PTO until until later.
So you're screwed.
I'm screwed. But yes, Patty, it looks beautiful up there, and we will someday make it up there.
Hey, did I mention that I only have 2 more days of work, and then I'm off for the next
all of July.
4 weeks?
Yeah.
Because I won't go back till July 22nd is my first day. I got to go back on a Friday.
Yeah, that's so weird.
Go figure. But I will be off almost the whole month of July.
I know. So you won't be late to the summer party this year. Last year you had to leave early, didn't you?
I got
you
here.
had training or something.
I got here late because I just started that job, and I had to get all my training that I had to have to get all the certifications that I needed to start that new job.
Right.
And unfortunately, I missed out on the summer party because of that. But I don't think that'll be happening this year.
No.
So.
Nope.
B-Dawg will be in full force.
Oh Lord. My apologies in advance, everybody.
Maybe I'll be carrying a gallon jug around with me.
I have never, that's the only time in my life I've ever done that, and I've not lived it down. Like, honestly, Alicia has been, every time she sees something, she's like, bye, Patty, we'll miss you. See you in a few weeks. So, every time Alicia sees a big jug now, she's like, Mom, that would be a perfect one for you to carry around. And then for her graduation party, we bought this big, 5-gallon clear jug. And she's like, I'll just make your drinks in that. And then you won't have to keep making more, and you won't have to carry the jug around. We can just set it outside. I'm like, really? I've only ever done that once in my life, but apparently now it's a thing.
One time. One time, and you get branded.
I know.
Now we're going to chug a lug with Lou. Chug a lug with Lou.
Right? Neil McCoy. Just saying. Just for you guys. I can't wait to see the soundbite or hear the soundbite.
You going to see it?
I hope they video it. Video it and send it to me, and I'll separate the sound for the radio, but just so that I can have the video for me personally.
I picture, here's what I got pictured in my mind. Okay, the 2 drunks that always stood in front of the fence on Hee Haw with their bib
the gloom,
overall.
despair, and agony on me, guys.
Yes. I can picture these 2 standing there, and they're all their hillbilly wear. Sitting there acting like they're all drunk, drinking the moonshine, going chug-a-lug with Lou.
We may have to film a skit.
That's what I picture.
We may have to film a skit at the summer party. I'm just saying.
Oh, that may be a good idea. We're chugging-a-lugging with Lou.
Oh, Lord. I just can't with you guys.
Well, that's why we're here, is to drive you crazy.
I know, it's okay. I love y'all.
Hey, why don't we update y'all what's coming up in the weekly lineup here on Tiki Man Radio. And, of course, coming up to this week, there will be no Island Vibes with Scotty Chill from 7 to 9. He's taking the week off, heading to the beach.
Vero Beach.
Vero Beach. Well, I said the beach, but Vero Beach, if you want to be specific.
We asked him earlier.
I know. I'm glad you remember.
I did. Vero Beach.
If you haven't figured out, I forget a lot of things.
According to Tiki Man, that's my fault.
Yeah, it's all your fault.
I know.
But okay, so moving on. Fridays, we get the weekend started off early here at Tiki Man Radio with the Friday Kickoff with Jen Shen. That comes on Friday, 11 a.m. to 2 p.m. Of course, that is available on Tiki Man Radio, tikimanradio.com. Saturday mornings, it's all that time for the Shaggin' on the Beach music, complete with all those retro commercials. It is Jukebox Saturday morning, and it starts when you get up, Buttercup. And Sunday mornings is 10 a.m. It's the Big Show. Sunday mornings with the Tiki Man comes on at 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. Of course, join the Tiki Man, the original Hip Chick, myself, and J-Man for Who knows what we will get into and where the conversation will go on that show. You just never know. What could possibly go wrong? Sunday mornings with the Tiki Man every Sunday, 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. And then Sunday nights is Rick the Stick with his hometown licks. And that is available on Tiki Man Radio, tikimanradio.com, as Rick plays some great singer-songwriters and musicians from his hometown.
And I want to thank Rick for last week on the Father's Day show. I forgot to mention it earlier, but I held it together really well all day. Didn't even think about shedding a tear. And then he played Daddy's Hands, and I was a sobbing mess. But I do appreciate it. That is my favorite Daddy song. So thank you so much, Rick.
That's why I told him that.
I know. I appreciate it.
And, of course, Wednesdays from noon to 2 p.m., it is the Key West Connection. The Barefoot Broker, Tyler Sheff, will be on Tiki Man Radio, tikimanradio.com, and with a great mix of music. I've heard that he's dragged some stuff out from the 90s, and you just never know what he's going to have there. I'm sure some great, maybe some brokerage advice, investments, whatever.
He's full of knowledge, though.
He is full of knowledge. And, of course, we will be back here Wednesday night, 7 to 9 p.m., with Tropical Country. And what do we got coming up next week?
Next week, we have a video interview with Katrina
Burgoyne.
Thank you.
I hope I pronounced that right.
She's going to be on video with us next week. She was on the Sunday show a couple weeks ago promoting the Percy Priest Lake event, but she's going to hopefully tell us what she's got going on. And I'm excited to talk with her. She's originally from Australia, so it ought to be a good time. Learn lots of new things about her.
Yeah, absolutely. Of course, she was over there taking part of CMA Fest, so we can have that conversation from the artist point of view and see how things went for her while she was over there. And, of course, she's not the only Aussie singer-songwriter that we've had the privilege of meeting and actually becoming friends with.
Cherie Austin is another one. She had a couple hits and has had a long songwriting career and things like that. And I think I may reach out to her and try to get her in studio as well. She's a super, super nice lady. But so Katrina will be here next week. And then the next person, Ken Macy.
Ken Macy.
I didn't bring the black book.
You didn't.
Ken Macy is going to be here, I believe, the Wednesday after the summer party. So 9, 10. Yeah, I don't remember the date.
Look at your calendar. You got a calendar on your phone.
Okay, fine. I will look.
What would she do without me? I swear.
So Ken Macy's going to be here in studio on the 13th. He's got a lot of tour dates going on right now up around Massachusetts and New England area. And so he's making a stop here on his way to some shows in Nashville. So
very nice.
Excited about that. And and then I'm in talks with a couple other people coming up, so hopefully we can get them in studio as well.
Nice. We are doing our very, very best to bring you the best programming we can to get you through your hump day every Wednesday night. If you have a suggestion or that an artist that you would like to see us do a spotlight with, let us know, and we'll see if we can reach out and get them in here and do a spotlight so we can spend some time and get to know them and some of their music.
Absolutely. I would love, you can private message us. You can post on our Tropical Country with B-Dawg and Lou on Tiki Man Radio Facebook page. We see all of those messages and we respond to everybody. So, if you've got an artist, can be local, can be, as far as they want to travel away, and we'll see if we can't work out a date with them and catch them on their way to or from somewhere in the middle of the week.
So far, I'm just going to put this out there for all you singer-songwriters out there. We have had two singer-songwriters make the trek from Texas to come here and be with us on a Wednesday night. And so far, it seems like it's like pulling teeth to get somebody to leave Nashville to drive an hour and a half this way to come down and sit with us. So come on, guys. Come on.
I think a lot of the Nashville stuff is there's gigs every day, all day in Nashville. And so a couple of them that we've talked to either have standing gigs or have things already planned. So we'll see if we can't, it may become a situation where if we can't get them to come to us, we might just start going to them.
We'll see about that. One of the things that we would need to do before that, and as I mentioned on the video, we are searching for new sponsors to come on board so we can continue to grow the show. Like I said last week, we had lost Remnant Stew. They decided not to continue with us, so we do have that open spot.
Only because of some personal things that they have going on. They're hopefully going to join back up with us at a later time.
Right. So, but until then, we would love if you have a business that you want to join Tiki Man Radio and sponsor our show here on every Wednesday night. We would greatly appreciate it. Reach out to us, and we will see if we can make a beautiful partnership.
Yes, absolutely.
So you coming over here?
Oh, yep.
I got in trouble last week. We were halfway down the road. Now, an hour after the show, I had already done all the post-production stuff. We're driving on the way home, and she goes, you didn't wait for me to come over and behind you to say goodbye. So, are you happy now?
I'm happy now. Thank you.
All right. Any lasting words you want to tell anybody?
Well, if I did, I just forgot them because I came over here.
That's why I leave her in her seat, because just her walking from there to here.
That's how easy it is.
She just forgot. Just like that.
I did.
All right, everybody. We wish you a very happy rest of your week, a great weekend. We will see you here next week. It's last song, last call. See you guys.
Everybody.
I know it's been a lot of fun, but the set list is all done. The night was very loud and you've been a good crowd, but you know it's time to run. You've all been very kind, thank you for your time. You put me to the test as I try to address all of your requests for the night. As we look to the moon and the manager's protocol. Well, I don't ever want to end, but for now, my friends, last song, last call. A spirit with his clientele, and the drinks are flowing well. A beer sent from the bar and a healthy tip jar. A handsome tunes that I can sell. It's been a cool room, but it's ending too soon. And they remember to tip the bartender as they surrender to the tab. And they lip sync to the lyrics that they used to recall. Anytime I gotta say those words, oh no, last song, last call. Some came as ones and left by twos. Some still are dancing in their shoes. I break down the gear as we wind it up here. After the last song that I choose, it's the last rhyme near closing time. The final round poured as I strummed the last chords, and the guitar returns to the case. Needless to say, it was a pleasure to play for you all. Here's to toast to everyone as I finally say last song, last call. Here's a toast to everyone as I finally say last song, last call.